Hey guys, I got my little one here with me today. He's just attached to his mom. But we're going to keep this video series rolling. And if you guys missed my video yesterday on how I actually decide on if I'm going to write an article or not, I highly recommend that you watch that one after this video because it was really good and I think it can help you guys. Now, in today's video, we're going to be talking about basically how I write my articles. Now, there are things, especially for Google, you need to consider as making sure that you're focusing on your targeted keyword and adding your related keywords in your articles. But I'm going to focus more on just like the overall structure that you need to think about when you're writing your articles. Because when I first got started, I knew how I wanted to write my articles. I knew I wanted to give all the information to the users so they didn't have to go to another site to find the actual answer. You know, I wanted to just give them, I didn't want them to leave my article with any other questions. I wanted to fully cover the topic that they were, or the question that they were asking for. And so I did that, but then it was in a way where it was just like way too long. So there's a way to do all this stuff and make sure that you're doing it in a way that where the reader can enjoy reading your article, where they won't just say, I'm not getting what I want out of this article. Let me go to another one. So that's what I'm going to be talking to you guys about today, is just basically to make sure that you're going to consider these things when you're writing. Now, the first thing that I do whenever I'm writing is that I put myself in that user's shoes. So, you know, yesterday I was talking about, I found a keyword about like daily routine for students or something like that. So if I'm going to write an article about daily routine for students, I'm going to put myself in a student's shoes and think about, well, why would they even be asking this question? So I want to kind of be relate to them. So I can say something like, obviously they're looking for a routine, so you have to put yourself in their shoes of why they're even asking this question. So you want to say something like, are you frustrated not having a routine every day or something like that? Or you need some structure? Well, I'm going to give you the steps to give you a routine that's going to, you got to, find out relate to them where they are in that moment, and then give them the solution like right away. So you want to just ask a question right out the gate and say, are you looking for a daily routine? Are you a student looking for a daily routine? You can start off like that because that they identify with that, because that's the question that they're asking on Google. And if you start your article right out with like the question saying, is this you? And then they're probably gonna say yes. Then you're gonna say, well, we have the best daily routine. It's gonna get you set up on a schedule, give you some structure and things like that. So it immediately reassures them that you know who they are, you know what the problem is, and you know how to solve it. So just keep that in mind when you're writing your articles, that you want to make sure that you are putting yourself in their shoes, and you're writing to them. And you're constantly asking yourself, will they be interested in this? Is this really helping the reader? You don't want any fluff. They can read through all of that stuff. So just keep that in mind when you're writing your articles. Always think about who you're writing to. And when you're trying to rank on Google, that's key. And then, like I was saying, you want to make sure that you're being relatable too. They want to be able to relate to this person that's writing the article and really believe that you can give them the correct answer to their question. So you got to keep all that in mind. And I have notes on my computer. And then even with that, you want to be able to show your credibility too. So why should they listen to you? You can say, I was a student, I was struggling, you want to be relatable in that area, but I found a solution that was able to get me back on track and give me some structure to my days. So this was the daily routine that I used that brought me much success or something. It's got to sound better than that. But I'm just trying to give you some clues on how this is supposed to go. And then you want to make sure that you're chopping up your paragraphs. So when I say that, sometimes if you look at an article and it's just like a big block of text, that's something that you don't want to read. I don't want to read that, especially most people read things on their mobile phone. So if you're not like doing a return after every sentence or every other sentence or two of them, it just looks like a big block of text, and that's not user friendly. It doesn't make someone want to actually read your article. So they're going to say, oh, this doesn't look appeasing. So they click off and go to some other site that might look better. So when you are writing your articles, you want to make sure that you're chopping up your paragraphs so you're not having just a big wall of text. And then here I got the last thing is just to be thorough. If you guys have ever read any of my articles, I am very thorough. I get comments all the time like, thank you so much. You fully covered this topic. I've left getting the exact answer that I wanted and more. And Google loves that because they want to give the best answer to their users' question. And if I'm always giving the best article, that's why I keep ranking in the search results for years and years, because I do way better than my competition. I do more research than my competition, and I really just give the user what they want. So that's the same thing that you guys have to do. You have to make sure that you are first writing your articles in a way that they want to read it, but you also want to answer their question and just provide value. And you can even, and that's how I even make money too, because they trust me. I'm giving them all this great value for free, and then I may have a product or service that can help them even further. Now they have trust in me, and then that's why they say, oh, well, she knows what she's talking about. Let me go and purchase this thing that she recommended that I can do to get to step B or whatever. This is what you want to do when you're writing your articles, and this is why I know I do so well, is because I am very thorough. I'm looking at the questions that people have left on other competing blog articles, and I make sure that I answer even those questions in my blog article, because I want to have the best article on the internet for that specific topic that I'm targeting. So when you guys are writing your articles, you guys got to keep these things in mind. And let me see if I have any other notes here. So once you guys get this on autopilot like I have, you can take a break. So one thing I did, I started a YouTube channel. My blog was running on autopilot, and I was moving too. So I took like 3 months off, or even longer than that, because I just needed a break, and I wanted to do, I had to move, and then I wanted to do something else too, because like once you master something, I love teaching this, master one thing first. So if you want to do a blog, master that, and then do something else. You can do that with this type of job, because if you can write in a way where you can get your articles stuck in the search results, you can move on to different things like I have. I started a YouTube channel. I just bought a business with my husband. So we're like doing other things because we got this stuff running on autopilot. And that's because I mastered this thing first, got this on autopilot, working on my YouTube now, and then now we have this other business that's running on autopilot. So we're just like, this is like the way to like just get your lives going and setting up our future for our kids and our kids. So this is all about just like putting yourself in position to be financially free. And this is why I love blogging, because I really can be able to, like, I'm making money right now doing this video. And that's what I love so much about blogging, is because I have my articles stuck in the search results, which means I'm constantly getting traffic to my website, which means I'm constantly making money. So that's just one thing I wanted to share with you guys today. And make sure you guys join me tomorrow, because I'm going to be talking about one of the hardest things in order to rank on Google. And I'm going to show you how to get through that. All right. Thanks for watching, guys. And make sure you subscribe, hit that bell for notifications, and don't miss out on this video series, because it's really good. And then I want to share with you guys something. I don't know if it's going to be tomorrow or not, but it's going to be a cool launch event I'm doing. So stay tuned for that.